These are real world Guinness records, and I tried the most pointless ones that I could find. If I'm gonna be honest, this all started when I saw a woman run across 100 meters of Legos barefoot. And I thought, why is this a thing? Who wakes up and says, I'm gonna set that record? So naturally, I looked up more, and it turns out there's hundreds of these. So I decided to see how far we can go trying the weirdest ones that we could find. Also, you might notice I have a mustache right now. Halfway through this video, you'll figure out why. I didn't know what I was getting into, but let's just say these records are a little bit more ridiculous than I was expecting. All right, let's start with donuts. All right, this one looked easy. Stack donuts for 1 minute, beat 12, and boom, world record. When I saw the video, I was like, how hard could that be? Then I read the rules, and apparently, it has to be old-fashioned donuts. No frosting, no glaze, just the dry kind that nobody likes. Even the lady at the drive-thru was like,
plain?
Yeah.
Like old-fashioned?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
are you sure about that?
You sure about that?
Which just kind of proves my point. We grabbed a few glazed ones too, because if you watch the video closely, she actually uses, I'm convinced, is glazed for the top part of her stack. That's definitely glazed. I'm not crazy. So yeah, we probably set a new record for most old fashions purchased ever on purpose. Anyway, we spent almost an hour trying to beat this record. It went way better in my head. We were getting up to about like 9 or 10-ish, and then every time it would just remember that it was made out of donuts and just fall over. Ari thought it looked easy too, so naturally we tried it for way longer than we should have. But then I finally did it. 13 donuts, standing perfectly. The
World record
officially beat. Okay, yeah, I cheated. So what if I use the chopstick? I'm calling it creative stabilization. But hey, if there's a record for most donuts balanced on a hand,
This is a new world record for sure.
I think I got it. So yeah, we didn't exactly make history, but maybe stuffing marshmallows will go a little bit better. So apparently this used to be a real world record. Most marshmallows you can fit in your mouth at once. When I tried to look it up, every Guinness link said it didn't exist anymore, which honestly makes sense because it's basically a choking hazard disguised as a record. So yeah, don't do this. I mean it. Like, seriously, don't do this. The record was 44 marshmallows. When I first saw that, I thought it had to be mini marshmallows. Like, there's no chance, right? Then I watched the video and I realized that they were full size. I'd be happy with 10. The rules are simple. No chewing, no swallowing.
Hands only may be used. What else would you use?
They just have to fit inside your mouth. It's basically that old Chubby Bunny game, except this one got banned because people started having common sense. The first few were pretty easy, and then as I started getting higher up in the numbers, around 15, I started thinking, I have a big mouth, but it's really not that big.
20.
And then by 20, I was just out of breath, out of space. I'm done. That was it. 20 marshmallows, which honestly is 19 too many. At this point, I'm convinced the only way to hit 44 is just to let them slide down your throat and spit them back up like a mama bird. Nope, I'm all set. No mama bird in it here.
How did she do 44?
This one was not worth it. I do not recommend trying this at all. The next few are still pointless, but at least they don't involve almost dying. Not that I'm saying you should try any of them. Literally doing anything else would be better than what I'm doing right now. Anyways, next up, let's see how many spoons I can put on my face. So apparently there's a guy from Serbia who holds the records for balancing 31 spoons on his face. Yes, you heard that correctly. No glue, no tape, no tricks. Pure face stickiness, I guess. When me and Ari watched the video, we were both like...
I mean, his are literally like sticking to his head though. Like he's straight up. Wait a second.
How are they just sticking to his forehead like that? He had a technique to shove them in his nose and ears.
He's literally using his nose.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, how is he doing that? He must have a...
We even rewatched the video a few times and still could not figure out what he was doing.
Yeah, it's in
How
his
is...
ears.
I don't even know how... He's doing like that.
After a few tries, we kept topping out around 7 or 8. Turns out the more focused I got, the sweatier I got, and somehow that actually helped. I was definitely taking it way too serious at this point.
6. One more. to beat me.
But I ain't about to let Ari beat me.
You beat me. You better make it a big lead because I'm gonna redo this.
Ari finished with 8, and I came out on top with 15, which ain't 31, but it's double Ari. I was stoked until I realized what I was actually proud of. Still no clue how that guy managed 31 though. Either he's got super glue for skin, or I'm built like a slip and slide. Let's just say I didn't stay undefeated for long. The world record for the most clothespins on a face is 161. This guy basically turned himself into a human porcupine. Yeah, not doing that. But the one we're actually doing is how many can you clip on your face in 60 seconds? The record is 52, which already sounds like a terrible idea. The rules are simple. It can only go on your face. No hair, no neck, no scalp. Basically all the spots that hurt the most.
What's your pain tolerance?
Oh no. Oh no.
We both gave it a few tries.
Do the lips.
How did he go so fast? 10 seconds.
And right away, Ari beat me.
18, 19, 20. No way.
I was getting like 19 or 20, and she was getting low 20s almost every time. So naturally, I started making excuses.
I feel like if I shaved, I would have a better chance.
I was convinced my facial hair was the problem. So I did what any complete logical person wouldn't do. I shaved my face.
Now we're serious.
And yeah, it turns out that wasn't the problem.
Alright, let's count.
Ah!
I still didn't beat her.
20. You just beat me.
Ah!
I don't know if I just have bad hand-eye coordination or what, but I could barely do one at a time, and this guy looked like he was doing 2 at once. Then somehow...
21, 22, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23. 23.
Ari pulled off 27.
27.
Wow! I'm not doing that again.
So yeah, I just had to throw in the towel on this one. Eventually, even my mom jumped in.
2, 1, stop.
We all agreed on one thing though. The real pain does not hit you while you're clipping them on.
Do you want to try it again?
It's when you're rushing to get them off.
As soon as you know you can have them off, it's when you're...
Seriously though, I know we haven't broken any records yet, but I get so close in the next few. And at the end, let's just say there is one record we will be breaking.
So what do you think? Can we pull it off?
It's gonna be fun to pull it off.
And the whole family's involved on this one. Now the next record still involves our faces, but thankfully this one doesn't hurt. All right, on to the next. Because of course there's a world record for this. 60 sticky notes on your face in 60 seconds. And it's held by a girl named Taylor, who clearly trained for this like an Olympic sport. 1 per second sounds like a lot, but it's gotta be faster than clothespins. You're literally just slapping paper on your face. So we prepped the sticky notes ahead of time like she did in the video. But once you start, you realize these things don't really stick. I don't know if it's my skin or her notes are fresh from the factory, but mine were falling off faster than I could put them on. Not to make excuses again, but
My facial hair is just not letting it stick either way.
I'm pretty sure I would have done way better if I was clean shaven. Just saying.
I gotta be like at least within striking range.
You sure about that?
And time.
I still did manage to get 20 to stay, which I'll take as a win because Ari only got 14. So the sticky note crown goes to me. Although I'm pretty sure the spoon guy would have crushed this challenge. He's probably somewhere out there with 60 sticky notes just stuck to his forehead. Have you ever looked at Mr. Potato Head and thought, yeah, I bet you I could build that faster than anyone else on the earth? Oh, you haven't? What a shocker. But apparently someone else did. I grew up with Mr. Potato Head, mainly from Toy Story.
Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes.
Never thought the guy would have a speed record, but here we are. 4.75 seconds. That's faster than it takes me to sneeze. There's a blindfolded version of the record, 12.11 seconds, by a guy named Andre Ortolf. That's the one we went for. Except, you know, without the blindfold. We're ambitious, just not that ambitious. At first it looked easy. You just snap the pieces in, right? Yeah, not so much.
His arm fell off.
My mom and Ari could barely get the legs on without smashing it against the table, which I thought was supposed to be the easiest part. After numerous attempts, I finally locked in and beat the record.
Whoa!
Well, the blindfolded record. I realized how that sounds. Just let me have it. Honestly, though, it was kind of fun. I didn't realize people were out here doing this blindfolded. That's just a different kind of flex. So yeah, shout out to Andre. 12 seconds is still wild blindfolded. I'm not saying I broke a world record, but I'm also not saying it. Anyway, next up, I try and blow the world's largest bubblegum bubble. Because why stop now? The world record for the largest bubblegum bubble is 20 inches, set by a guy named Chad Fell.
This is 20 inches. Each one of these lines represents 1 inch. And so I will be blowing with 3 pieces of double bubble. Now there's a few different options you're allowed to use. I saw that the world record holder, he uses double bubble.
From what I could tell, he said you have to chew the sugar out of the gum, which takes like 30 to 40 minutes before it's even good to blow bubbles. Also, this guy's got a beard, which makes it way more impressive in my opinion.
This is the world record at 20 inches. That's hard to believe. There is no video proof of it, by the way, which I have a hard time believing. So apparently there's pictures, but I'll throw that up on the screen so you could see what it looked like.
And I did find a clip of him blowing this really big one. I think it was like 15 or 16 inches, they say. Still, 20 inches is insane. When I was younger, I actually blew a huge bubble once. If I can find that clip, I'm going to throw it up here. If not, you're just going to have to trust my word. So we went at this for about 40, 50 minutes.
Stretch out your cheeks.
And honestly, our mouths were done by the end of it.
Wow!
But I'll let you guys be the judge who had the biggest bubble.
For this next one, it's t-shirts.
And honestly, I didn't think I was going to get as close as I did. So this next one is most t-shirts put on in 30 seconds. And of course, it's held by none other than David Rush. Come on! The guy who seems to hold half of the world's most pointless records. Apparently, he's got over 200 Guinness records. I won't lie, some are very impressive, but others made me start questioning the legitimacy of Guinness. But honestly, I can't even talk because here I am doing these records. The record to beat for this one is 17 shirts in 30 seconds, which sounds doable until you try it. I did manage to get 15. Not bad considering it took forever just to get everything set up to even have a chance. And I only gave it one attempt. I guess I just didn't want it that bad. Because putting shirts on wasn't enough of a workout, the next record, you guessed it, is putting on socks.
So the record is 27 socks put on in 30 seconds. There's not an official video, I think, from the actual world record holder. I'm probably only going to do this once because this took forever to set up. For the most part, the way that I see most people set it up is they kind of either circle it around them or put it close and they pre-roll it a little bit. So that's kind of what I did here. It actually took a lot of time to set up. So again, I'm probably only going to do this once. We have Ari here with the clock in the background that you can see. When she says go, she's going to be clicking the start button at the same time. I'm ready. Oh, I felt like my foot was getting crushed. Well, on to the next one. I don't even know if I'm wearing this right. All right, so the record I'm going after is the most balls caught on my head with shaving cream in 30 seconds. The record currently is 16 by David Rush, so we're gonna attempt to break that right now.
The second I throw the first one, you start that timer.
Okay.
All right? Really?
And time.
That one counted.
2, 3, 3.
3? One another chance.
Time.
Definitely 17.
4, 5, 6. Pretty good.
6?
Yeah.
All right, one final one.
It looks like you have a mohawk. Time. That's a lot. 9. 9.
Oh, I give up.
You're close.
So naturally, the next record involves toilet paper. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. The original plan was to beat this Italian guy's record for stacking the tallest toilet paper tower in 30 seconds. 28 rolls. His name's Silvio Sabo, basically the Italian version of David Rush. And just like David, this guy holds a ton of pointless records. But hey, at least those guys have records. I mean, I do have a few high school track ones, but no world records. Yet. Wait till you see what we got cooking up.
It'll be twice that amount, so keep going.
Twice this amount?
Yeah.
Like, literally though. When I first watched his video, I actually thought he was being limited by his ceiling. So my first thought was, oh, I can beat this. Then I realized this man somehow managed to find 28 perfect rolls of toilet paper. Meanwhile, I took my sweet time and I couldn't even get past 20 with all the time in the world. So I decided to not spend hours building his fancy setup that he had in his video, and instead I went after a different record. The fastest time to stack 10 rolls of toilet paper by, you guessed it, David Rush.
You got 5.38.
This one ended up being a full-on family event.
Today we have Stephanie. Yeah, I think it's glad. Uncle Steven.
The kids loved it.
Let restart.
After a bunch of attempts and a lot of collapsing towers, my fastest time, according to Aria,
I hope that's right.
was 8 seconds. So we'll go with that. Now, at the time of recording this video, we still haven't officially broke a world record yet. But in the next few days, that's gonna change. And trust me, this one's huge. Some would call it pointless. But I think I'm finally starting to understand the mindset of record holders. You don't always need a reason to break a record, but man, it's definitely fun trying. If you want to see the record we're about to break, make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are turned on.